What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for stopping by my page today. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, hit a like button, hit that bell notification. I would highly appreciate that, so you know when I post new videos, and I would love to have you guys follow along with this cooking journey. Tonight, I'm really excited about this cook. It's gonna be something that may be different to new people, but it's called a caveman style steak. What that is, caveman style, Eisenhower, dirty steak, fire steak, whatever you want to call it. Now that you've said that, some of you may know what I'm talking about. What we're going to be doing, be throwing on a steak directly on the coals. I know some of you are wondering, why in the world would you throw a steak on 12 to 1300 degree coals? Why? Because it is absolutely delicious. Anyways, let's talk about the type of charcoal that we're going to be using. So today I am using Jealous Devil charcoal. It's a lump charcoal, not a briquette. Burns hotter and burns a lot faster and cleaner. That's why I decided to go with the lump over the briquette. Second is people are going to say, well, what about the ash? Isn't your steak just going to get covered in ash and have some nasty taste to it? No. One, that lump provides phenomenal flavor, and two, when you set that piece of cold meat on there, that meat is oxygen impermeable. There's not going to be any oxygen to get through it, so you're essentially extinguishing those coals on the outside, and you're just going to have the heat radiating from those coals cooking the steak. So it's not going to cover your steak in ash. We're going to fan off those coals before we throw it on there. We're going to get any loose ash that's on there and try to get that off. So let's go ahead and get these seasoned. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. This kind of steak, we are going to go really simple. It is a 60-day dry aged steak, so the flavor is going to be incredible already. So salt and pepper is going to be our main thing here. I know a lot of people are going to think with that pepper that we're going to get it to burn, and it's going to get that nasty burn flavor once we put it directly on the coals. But I still think it's going to add a lot of flavor, and with being on the coals, it's going to add a lot of flavor to that as well. And I'm not using super coarse pepper, so it shouldn't burn too bad. We will get a little bit, but not too much. Let's go ahead and season that. I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. Very, very liberal amounts of salt and pepper on this steak. I love salt and pepper steaks, and with this coal flavor that it puts into it, it's absolutely incredible. So we're gonna sprinkle the salt, and now this is let this sit for a little bit before we throw it on. As you can see, the marbling on this is absolutely incredible, and I am using this is sea salt. Coarser sea salt. It's not fine grain. It's about a medium grain salt. Y'all can see that there. So I think that's good on the salt. Let's add some pepper. A little bit of garlic. Be okay. I had some garlic in these mortar and pestle. These things make awesome little prep dishes too. So I think that's all we're going to do for the pepper. We're going to pat that in. We're not going to rub that in. We're not going to press it in there real hard. Just kind of get it to let it stick for a little bit. And flip it over. I'm going to salt this side. If you guys have never had this type of steak before cooked this way, I highly recommend it. Okay, it's good for salt on that side. Salt or pepper. Let's just pour it on there at this point. Doesn't matter. There we go. Kind of rub that around to spread it out a little bit. Some more garlic in there. All right. So that's how we're gonna do the seasoning on this. Salt and pepper only, like I said, absolutely incredible flavor. And you can't get any more rustic than this, I don't think, besides putting just an unseasoned steak on there. But salt and pepper are probably some of the first seasonings that people put on here and used. So now we got it seasoned on, we're gonna let it sit for a minute, and then we're gonna throw it straight onto the coals from here. This is a perfect time for you to set those steaks aside, let that salt start to pull that moisture up to the top, let that pepper sit on there, and get your coals fired up. Because remember, we want these things raging hot, white hot, all the way through, glowing orange. We don't want any of the black charcoal part showing. We want to go ahead and get those stupid hot. And this charcoal cooking on about 1200 to 1300 degree heat is going to have a lot of carryover at the end of your cook. So you're going to need to get prepared for that cook time to be really fast and then pull it off sooner, because when it's sitting directly on 1200 degrees, it's going to carry over a lot longer when you in your rest period. That's another important part of this cook. Don't cook it as long as you normally would. We're probably only going to do about 2 minutes on each side to get about 135 degrees internal after our rest period, which is about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and get this charcoal fired up, and then we'll get those steaks thrown on there shortly. Now that our charcoal is ready, it's white hot, it's glowing orange. It should be hard to stand by, but we're gonna throw these steaks on there really quick. It's time to get these cooking. Again, we're only looking for about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, depending on how thick the steak is that you're cooking. The steak that I'm cooking tonight, it's not super thick, but it is bone in, so we're looking for about 2 minutes. I am gonna check my temperature before we let it rest with a ThermoWorks ThermoPen. I have the MK4, super fast. I just really enjoy using the thing, and it's super accurate. That's what we're gonna do to check our temperature before we cut into it, before we let it rest. We'll make sure we're at that perfect temperature in case we need to throw it back on there for a little bit longer. All right, the coals are ready. I do not have any cardboard to fan this off, but we do need to fan this loose ash off. So I have this old cutting board. You can just kind of see some of that loose ash coming off. So throw this thing right in the middle. Kind of shake that charcoal off there. That's looking good already. Not much longer and this thing will be done. Okay, we're about halfway through on this side, so we're gonna pull this off and check the temperature with this ThermoWorks. She's ready to go. Remember, we're gonna have that high carryover period, and I am getting a lot of flare-ups just because this is a gorgeous, if I can get it in focus here, this is a gorgeous ribeye. That's what we're looking at. The time has come, the steaks are done. These things look absolutely gorgeous, the perfect temperature. So we did put a little dab of butter on this while it was resting, sprinkled it with a little bit of salt, just to give it that nice finished flavor that we were looking for, that kind of that steakhouse flavor. You know, they put huge chunks of butter before they bring those steaks out to you. A lot of steakhouses, Ruth Chris, for example, they dump their steaks in clarified butter. That's probably part of the reason why they taste so good. Anyways, we're not gonna go there. But using this hammer and anvil knife, so I can get it to focus. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely perfect internal temperature, perfectly cooked, nice char. And I typically don't do the whole like eating on camera. Sorry about there. Get this thing to focus, it's irritating me. But we are gonna try just a little bit of bite of this steak because why not? That char flavor is absolutely incredible. It's not overpowering. Perfect salt and pepper balance with that butter finish. Perfect internal temperature. This was about 2.5 minutes on each side is what it came out to. Absolutely perfect. Big key again is watching that internal temperature. I did check it a few times during the cook, so just keep an eye on that, and throw your steak on charcoal and let's get dirty. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys try this cooking style. If you have tried it before and did something different, drop me a comment and let me know. And again, please, if you're new around here, my name is Aaron. Hit that subscribe button down below. I also put one of those little clicky boxes right here. Hit that bell notification. That'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to try to start doing these videos weekly. It'll keep you updated when all my new videos drop. And also you can check me out on Instagram at tbsq.co. And I'll see you guys next time.